there's a message from Spirit, the universe, the upstairs people, your higher self, your future self, whoever, however you relate to the energy around us. There's a message from them, your guardian angels, your soul tribe. There's a message that wants to come through. So I'm not sure what it's about. I guess it will vary for each pile. But let us tune in and we'll take it from there. So we have pile 1, pile 2, pile 3 and pile 4 today. I didn't really clock what the cards were. I don't know if you could on the video, but we will see. Pile 1, 2, 3 or 4. Don't take too long. Just see which one you're drawn to, which one resonates most with you. It may well be that you're drawn to more than one pile, and that's fine. Feel free to have a look at that as well. There might be a message, an extra message in there for you. Okay. I will see you in your piles. If you chose the first card, this is your card. I haven't peeked yet. Oh, the Tower. Bosh. Hopefully these people land nicely. Let's pull 3 energy cards, which will then clarify from another deck. So the Tower is about things changing, tearing things down to rebuild on a better foundation. It can be an uncomfortable moment. Some towers are harder than others. Let's see. Pile 1. What is the message that you'd like them to hear? What is the message they need to hear? Whoopsie. Okay, so this is too many, I think. We've got the 7 of Pentacles, 3 of Pentacles, the 8 of Pentacles, 3 of Cups. I think we can just probably squeeze them in. 3 of Cups and the 3 of Swords. So the 7 of Pentacles is normally a card, can be of patience, can be of divine timing, kind of reaping what you've sown. To me it's kind of someone who's patient enough to wait for their rewards to come back. Can be a sort of minor karma card of things coming back that you've put out. The 3 of Pentacles is a card of rebuilding, also collaborating, so making a nice firm foundation. The 8 of Pentacles can be a card of working hard towards your 9 of Pentacles, focusing, kind of maybe kind of getting a community vibe from that, you know, all these separate pentacles around. 3 of Cups, card of communication, celebration, and the 3 of Swords, card of heartbreak, or, you know, being a bit torn up. Okay, let's pull some clarifiers on these. So we'll start with the 7 of Pentacles. Why is 7 of Pentacles here for pile 1? What is their message here? Pile 1, what is the message? Can you give us some more information? Pile 1. Pile 1, what is the message? Oopsie. Okay. So we've got wanting to show the Queen of Cups, the 9 of Pentacles, 4 of Wands, and the Queen of Pentacles. So on top of the 7 of Pentacles, we'll come back to the Tower. On top of the 7 of Pentacles, I think sort of maybe you biding your time, you know, being happy, doing your own thing, kind of just focusing on yourself, your happiness, your own resources, you know, kind of just biding your time until there might be a relationship incoming, which would then kind of elevate you from this 9 of Pentacles, she is pre-Empress, but to sort of the Queen of Pentacles. Then you would really have everything that you need to make a firm foundation for the future. I'm kind of drawn to just carry on using these. But with the Eight of Swords, the Knight of Pentacles and the Seven of Swords, it seems like, I think maybe there was some self-deception about what you needed, about who was right for you. Knight of Pentacles generally is a slow, steady, slow but steady gets there in the end, very reliable energy. But I think maybe this didn't turn out to be that Knight of Pentacles. Maybe came off as being that Nine of Pentacles, but when it came to it, he didn't match up to that vision, that dream that you had. Okay, let's just take these last, this four here. Okay, so the Two of Swords, that kind of put you up in your head a bit. The Eight of Pentacles, is it worth putting the work in, or is somebody else putting the work in? Three of Wands, Two of Swords, she can't really make a decision because she's blindfolded. But with the Three of Wands, she's definitely looking to see where she might want to be moving towards. The Ace of Cups, get some actual kind of calm, stability. Oh dear, I thought we had an Ace of Cups show up somewhere, but on the bottom of the deck, but anyway, doesn't matter. Oh, and the Queen of Cups, that was who I was looking for. Yeah, so I think it's quite possibly that, sometimes the Tower can prevent going too far down the wrong road. So I think you kind of, whoever this Knight of Cups was, or is, Knight of Pentacles, isn't quite the person that you hope they were, or they pretend to be. And it might well be that you need to move away from them. So, I'm not advising you to break up with a partner, but I'm just following the cards. Okay, let me just pick up what fell on the floor. Okay, so they fill out like this. Whoopsie, sorry, get back in. They fill out like this. So we've got Judgment on top of the Three of Cups and the Five of Cups in reverse. So the Five of Cups is about regretting the past, whereas in the reverse, you're kind of looking at the two cups that are still standing in the future. So you seem quite strong, I would say. Okay, let's just get a few more cards for these. Oopsie. Yeah. So we have another Tower and another Three of Cups and another Seven of Pentacles. So I'm not sure if that's supposed to come here or there. So definitely looks as if the message is, sometimes things aren't. Sorry, had an interruption. I think I was saying that the message is that sometimes you have to make tough judgments. Sometimes people aren't who you expect them to be or who they initially show themselves to be. But you will have to come down on the side of yourself. And it's not a bad thing. Like, as I say, you don't seem to have been too affected by this. The Tower, yeah, let's tear it all down, start again, and look towards the future, look towards our future happiness. Three of Cups, the Seven of Pentacles, start again. Don't worry about the past. I know, don't worry about the past is easier said than done, but I think, you've got the patience, you're the Queen of Pentacles, you're in the Nine of Pentacles, you've got it going on. So I think it's not really going to be too much of an issue for you to avoid. That's sort of how you're going to avoid too much heartache, I think. Let's just clarify that Three of Swords. Why is the Three of Swords here? Pile 1. What is the message? Pile 1. Why is the Three of Swords here? Oopsie. Okay, so we have the Page of Swords. Actually, I get the feeling that he should have been up there. The Page of Swords and the Wheel of Fortune. So the message is, you know, don't dwell in the past too much. If things don't work out, you need to kind of follow your heart, go elsewhere, look elsewhere, make your decisions, make your mind up, look to the future. You know, bring a tower down on anything that isn't getting you in your feels properly, and make sure in the future to be a little bit more aware, or kind of read the situation. Take your time to read with the Seven of Pentacles and the Page of Swords. Take your time to read the situation, read the person. People will always show you who they are, but sometimes you've got to give them a bit of time, and often they'll tell you or show you, and you've just got to believe them. So if you do get that kind of vibe from someone that there's potentially, you know, issues that aren't going to be something that you want in the future, then you know, spin the wheel is yours to turn, kind of a thing. The universe will get you out of there, send rescue, get you home. Okay, okay, let's pull 3 cards and a crossing card just to finish. Any more information, anything else to add to this message for pile 1? Woo! I'll take that as a no. Lots, but too much. So, not you. Not you. Okay. So how many have we got here? Seems to be a day of too many cards. So we have the Hermit. You know, there's no harm in getting to know yourself. Definitely not. The Ace of Swords, that is kind of, you know, new thoughts, or your thoughts. They're your thoughts. You can kind of send them in any direction you want. That's how you manifest. The Emperor, take charge of your thoughts. You know, get to know yourself, understand yourself. We have the Strength card and the Knight of Swords. So I think definitely a lot of, you know, how you judge things or look at relationships, people, situations, outcomes, is with these swords, it's all kind of up to you. You have got the power, the ability to change your attitude, change your kind of inner dialogue. It takes a bit of strength and, you know, taking charge, but the spirit is here for you, or, you know, the upstairs people can definitely help you out with that. And yeah, move forward. You've got the key. Move forward. Don't worry about it. As long as you know yourself, know you've done the right thing, then it's all gravy, baby. Okay, pile 1. I hope that was helpful. Hope all these towers popping off, doesn't seem as if they're going to affect you too deeply. It seems as if you kind of are quite self-contained, or quite able to look after yourself, so that's good. And yeah, just take charge of make yourself as happy as you can, and cut things out that don't fit for you, don't work for you. Alright, I hope that was helpful. Drop me a comment, like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Pile 2, welcome to your group. What is your message? I think we'll pull 3 base energy cards, whoops, with this deck, and then we will clarify from a different deck. I don't know what it is. But it seems to be the day of too many cards flying around. extra cards to what we normally pull. So we've got the Ten of Cups, the Three of Cups, the Three of Wands, the Eight of Wands, and the Ace of Cups. So Ten of Cups can be a bit of a dreamy energy, happy families type energy, can be sort of fulfillment in love. The Three of Cups is celebration, communication. Three of Wands, sort of looking at where you want to go, about to start sort of making some decisions, deciding what you want to keep, what you want to let go. The Eight of Wands, fast moving energy, messages, incoming kind of a vibe. And the Ace of Cups is, I don't know why he's making me laugh with his flat head, is a whole new sort of start in love, or a new opportunity in love. Okay, let's clarify. I think we'll clarify with this deck. I think pile one had the same amount of cards across the top. We normally aim for 3, but today, obviously, the universe, spirit, upstairs people had different ideas. Whoopsie. Okay, so we have Page of Wands, sorry, Page of Cups, needed to fly off. Oh, we didn't turn over your base energy card. How interesting. Okay, and that was the Knight of Swords. I wonder, I always think everything happens for a reason, so if I pick up a different deck or shuffle weirdly in a place where I don't normally, I always figure there's a reason to it. Okay, so the Knight of Swords, but on top of the Ten of Cups we have the Page of Cups. This deck's split, Justice on the bottom, wanting to show, but I will take cards from here. Got the Five of Pentacles on top of the Page of Cups and the Ace of Wands. Okay, so Page of Cups could be a new sort of new beginning, a new offer coming in. Five of Pentacles, it's about being left out in the cold, feeling a bit abandoned, not seeing your way forward necessarily. The key is normally there somewhere, but you know, they're outside in the cold, in the snow, looking a bit sorry for themselves. And the Ace of Wands is normally a new sort of fiery beginning or opportunity, passionate, forward movement. Okay, so why is the Three of Cups here? So we have the Three of Wands again, same as that card. The Page of Swords, there's the Knight, here's the Page, and the Queen of Swords. So it's quite swordsy. All the royalty that are here, apart from this Page of Cups, are swordsy. So the Three of Cups, as I say, celebration, communication. Three of Wands, sort of plotting a new direction, planning a new direction, looking at where you might want to go. Page of Swords can be a card of spying, or kind of incoming, people thinking about you, thinking about, you know, incoming thoughts and energy coming from somebody else is what I'm getting from that card. And the Queen of Swords is somebody who doesn't take any prisoners, you know, is quite capable of chopping out anything she is not down with, doesn't agree with, doesn't like. It's a bit confusing. Let's get some more information. Why is the Three of Wands here? Hopefully this will become clearer. Why is the Three of Wands here for pile 2? Why is the Three of Wands here for pile 2? Why is the Three of Wands here for pile 2? Okay, so Two of Wands at the bottom there. I think we'll probably take all of these. I think these are all wanting to come out. Let's just pop you up there. Move you over here. Okay, so we have the Seven of Cups. So choices, quite possibly confusion, but choices as in which way to go, which way to head. Five of Swords can be self-doubt, can be kind of bickering, squabbling, yeah, choppy, similar clouds to the overall energy, so sort of choppy thoughts, choppy words, a bit more choppy, a lot of choppy of all sorts. We have the Two of Cups on top of the Eight of Wands, so that's soulmates coming together, or coming together with an equal, a balanced kind of relationship, love, partnership. We have the Three of Pentacles, which is a good place to build on. Collaboration, kind of putting in work for the future. We have the Nine of Pentacles and the Two of Wands. So I'm going to go back to here because that was where this little stream of cards came out. So on top of the Three of Wands, got the Seven of Cups. So looking at the options, there are many options. The Wheel of Fortune, something's going to move, something's going to be chosen, something's going to change because the wheel is shifting, so something will change from the past. And the Five of Swords, so I'm getting the feeling that anything that's kind of choppy, not making you happy, is going to get cut out. Three of Wands is there again. Three of Wands, Page of Swords, the Queen of Swords. To me, it looks like somebody who was sort of wanting to come and bring you an offer. Whether they did or not, I don't know. Whether you rejected them, they got left out in the cold, it looks like, and you kind of moved on with something else, which is the Three of Cups here, and then kind of you were deciding whether or not to go that direction. Didn't necessarily like what you saw there and decided to move on from that as well. Ruthless. And then sort of take stock again, have another look around, see what's happening. Seven of Cups, you know, decision is going to be made, a new decision. Wheel of Fortune, things are changing. Anything that you don't like is going to be chopped out again. So I feel you are a bit prone to the Queen of Swords, but I think that's completely fair enough. If things aren't what you want, there's no point in holding on to them. You may as well get the wheel spinning and see where you're going to go next. So the Eight of Wands, I think once you've kind of come to terms with things in the past, which you don't seem to have a problem with, to be honest, then that is when you will get the right kind of partner coming in. I'm kind of drawn to these books here on this Eight of Wands, so I think you've learnt your lessons. You know, you've learnt the lessons of not to take nonsense in the past, not to kind of hold on to things that are better let go so that you can move on to something better or something different. Three of Pentacles, that is a good solid relationship starting. Nine of Pentacles is a card of independence quite often and freedom, but I think in this context it's the pre-empress kind of energy that it's giving off, you know, where this is actually going to be a nice, stable, abundant kind of partnership. With the Two of Wands, you've kind of been around the world a little bit, but you know which way, definitely know which way, which wand you want to take with you now, which way you're heading. The Ace of Cups, that's you know, a great start to a love relationship, to a new relationship. I'm still drawn to his flat head. I'm not sure why, or whether that will become clear why. It's got stars above it. So why is the Ace of Cups here for pile two? I think these cards are maybe tired, so I think we will try this deck. Why is these cups here for pile number 2? Oopsie. Okay, woo, I gotcha. Definitely a day of way too many cards. Okay, so we have the Wheel of Fortune again, wherever it was, over here. The Wheel of Fortune again. The World, Major Arcana, quite significant movement towards a whole new way of being. Seven of Swords, the Queen of Cups, the Nine of Swords, the Four of Pentacles, the Nine of Wands, and the Page of Pentacles. It's quite a lot. So this does definitely push you, kind of letting go of things that aren't working for you, definitely pushes you towards finding something that does work for you. The Wheel of Fortune, the wheel has turned, and you know, you're in a whole new world, which looks to be a nice one. But with the Seven of Swords, I think possibly the message is don't distrust it, or you know, you're kind of thinking maybe, well, in the past when I've moved on or decided to sort of take stock, try new pastures, things have worked out quite nicely, especially in love. But I think the universe is kind of saying, don't let those thoughts of letting go, you know, you got to at some point hold on and let the Page of Pentacles, or the Knight of Pentacles, let that unfold slow and steady, rather than kind of being too quick to just drop something and look for something new, you know, put boundaries up to it, drop it and move forward. So I think, although it's not served you badly in the past, I think maybe it's time to kind of slow your roll a little bit and make sure that you do look at all the angles of something that you would have in the past potentially have been tempted to drop and move away from. Let's pull 3 final cards and a crossing card. See if that is the message and if there's anything else. Okay, so we've got the Five of Swords again, Six of Swords, Ten of Cups, Ten of Cups, and Five of Cups. So I think what it's saying here, the message is that don't let your own self-doubt stop you from seeing that you are heading in the right direction, heading towards smoother waters, calmer place, a nice place to be, you know, sitting on a rainbow. Don't let self-doubt stop you and make you focus on the past too much. You know, focus on the future. Focus on where you're going and you will get there. Okay, part 2. I hope that was helpful. Good luck with this. Don't chop anyone's head off, literally. I'm sure you won't. And if you enjoyed it, please drop me a comment. Let me know how you're getting on. Like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Pile 3. If you chose the 3rd card out, this is your pile. Let's have a look. I haven't peeked. It is the Eight of Wands. Passionate forward movement, incoming kind of energy. Well, let's throw 3, hopefully. The universe seems to have been dealing a lot of cards today. But let's throw 3 base energies, which will then clarify with a different deck. For pile 3, what is their message? What do they need to hear? What is so compelling? All the cards are flying out the decks today. Pile 3, what do they need to hear? What is a message that needs to get to them? Okay, so we have the Moon, we have the Six of Swords, and we have the Nine of Wands. Okay, so the Moon is about things potentially hiding in the shadows, not being fully seen, a little bit of mystery. The Six of Swords is a card of kind of moving towards a smoother future, less troubled waters. And the Nine of Wands, it's kind of about reaching the end of a hard fought battle, sort of the wounded warrior. But for me, it's also a card about boundaries sometimes. So it's on the way to the Ten of Wands, kind of getting towards the end of a chapter or the end of an era, but not quite at the end yet. Not quite learnt the lessons, or maybe the lessons have been learned, but they haven't been put into place yet. Okay, let's clarify the Moon. So why is the Moon here? Pile 3. Okay, so we have Nine of Pentacles, Seven of Pentacles, and the Ace of Pentacles. Ooh. So I think quite possibly this is about Pentacles, which are sort of health and wealth. Kind of getting the vibe that this is about an unseen windfall that is about to fall on you because it's time. So some kind of abundance seems to definitely be a ripening for arrival. Nice. Okay, so why is the Six of Swords here for pile 3? Why is the Six of Swords here for pile 3? Tell us more about what they need to hear today, about the message that needs to get to them. Okay, so we have King of Pentacles, more Pentacles, Five of Swords, and the Eight of Pentacles. So, yeah, definitely quite a pentacly thing. I think probably that this income in, I don't know where it'll come from, you know. You don't have to decide how things are going to arrive. You just need to know that you want them to. But inheritance, or maybe a pay rise, but it feels a bit bigger than that, a bit more elevated than that. Possibly a new job or new project. That is going to kind of take you to somewhere where you feel a lot more relaxed about finances. I mean, it could be health, but whatever this new abundance that's incoming, you're definitely feeling a lot more relaxed about the abundance, taking you out of that kind of, oh, have I got enough to pay the mortgage, or, you know, whatever the bills, whatever might be sort of worrying you before this arrives. And the Eight of Pentacles, so I think it might even be a retirement type opportunity, or getting out of the rat race. It's kind of what I'm getting. And actually sort of, it'll give you the ability to turn something that you enjoy doing into a profitable income. So, nice. So the Nine of Wands, I guess you're almost there maybe. You're at the Nine of Wands as far as the Eight of Pentacles, which is work, is concerned. I think I was supposed to take those, but we'll just shuffle again. They'll come back up, I'm sure. Whoops, there we are. Okay, so I think this is going to be a few cards, but it is a day of a lot of cards, more cards than normal. So we're getting the Six of Swords. So you are almost there, almost at the point of moving towards easier, you know, less effort. It's not, it's just smoother, easier, not as much effort, not as much worry, not as much mental brain power. You know, you focus on what makes you happy. Five of Cups, so you can leave kind of those three spelt cups in the past and look towards the future that you're sort of going to be swiftly moving towards. Could be some kind of karmic reward, or, you know, or reward manifestation coming in because you've kind of, you know, controlled your thoughts, done all of the right things that are what make manifestations actually come in. And yeah, it's my laughing hierophant. So yeah, Stairway to Heaven is yours. Then, you know, unlimited possibilities. So this definitely looks like, I'd say, abundance. You know, things are going to be, you're not going to have to be sitting there making candles anymore. You're going to be independent. You don't see it coming with the moon there. Okay, let's just pull 3 cards and a crossing card for final message. So the 7 of Wands, the 9 of Swords, the 8 of Pentacles again, and the Fool. So the 7 of Wands is kind of working hard to push away bills, you know, before you come to the 8 of Wands. It's in the Rider-Waite, it's the card of the guy with one stick fighting off another 6 people with sticks. So it's kind of, you know, having to work hard, push, make the effort, push through boring stuff maybe, or things that make you anxious. So it could be work or paying the bills. You know, it's kind of that false sword of Damocles hanging over your head. But with the 8 of Pentacles and the Fool, that's going to go in a whole new direction soon. This 8 of Pentacles is actually turning into something a lot easier. No, I don't know. I mean, it seems to be suggesting that you won't have to go to work anymore, and that you can just kind of start exploring the world again, start enjoying a whole new journey. Okay, well, that sounds very nice. I hope that you enjoy that, pile 3. I think I certainly would. If you enjoyed it, please like, share, subscribe, and drop me a comment. Let me know when this pot of money arrives, and I'll see you next time. Pile number 4. You chose the 4th card. This is your pile. We have Justice. Major Arcana. Feels fairly serious. Let's pull 3 base energies, and then we'll clarify then to get more information about the message that you need, that has to come to you now. Why is pile 4 here? What do they need to know, to hear, to be told? Why is Justice here for pile 4? Oops, I'm not feeling those cards. Sorry about that. So I think they're not quite gravitas enough. I'm feeling these actually. So pile 4, why is Justice here? What is the message that they need to hear right now? Ooh. Okay, it is the day of too many cards. That is definitely way too many, but we will pull from the top. Okay, so got the 5 of Pentacles, the 8 of Cups, and the 7 of Pentacles. Okay. Whoops. Just wanted to have a look at that and the Strength card. Strength card popped out like that in another pile, I think. And the High Priestess wanted to show it also. Okay. So the 5 of Pentacles is about being left out in the cold, feeling a bit abandoned, not quite knowing how to kind of head towards the fire, head towards the warmth, not kind of feeling like you have access to something. The 8 of Cups is about walking away from 8 broken cups towards your 9 of Cups, towards more fulfillment. 7 of Pentacles is a card of, well, for me, patience, but you know, he's planted his seeds, he's waiting for them to grow, reaping what you've sown kind of vibe. Okay, let's pull 3 clarifiers from the 5 of Pentacles. Why is 5 of Pentacles here? The High Priestess. She definitely needs to be shown. Let's see, we've got Page of Pentacles. There's a few too many, but we'll see. The Queen of Swords. the Four of Pentacles, the Page of Wands, Devil, and the High Priestess. So, the Page of Pentacles, often a card of the student, someone who is willing to learn, or trying to learn, potentially. Queen of Swords, kind of maybe learning to control your thoughts. That's kind of what I'm getting from that. Your thoughts of lack, maybe, with the Five, with them being on top of the Five of Pentacles, and sort of holding on. You've got to let go those thoughts of lack, not hold on to them, not be negative, sort of be open, more open. Page of Wands, kind of look for the adventure in things. You know, don't just hold back because you're too scared to give something a crack. You know, I don't remember who said it, but you know, whoever that guy that said, the man who says he can't is right, and the man who says he can is also right. That sort of, I can't think of the exact phrase, but you know what I mean. Don't let your thoughts hold you back. That's what I'm getting. Or lack, thoughts of lack, because yeah, that is not, it's devil energy, you know, it's not what's meant for you. It's distracting. It's distracting you from your main kind of purpose. There's a lot of cards for one pile, so that seems to be almost a complete message. So sort of get justice over your thoughts, take control of your thoughts, and don't let negativity hold you back. Okay, so why is the Eight of Cups here? Why is the Eight of Cups here? Eight of Cups here for pile 4. Whoopsie, whoopsie, whoopsie. Gosh, everything's happening. I think this is where we're supposed to go. Okay, so we have the Six of Swords, the Eight of Swords, and the Two of Swords. So again, I think it's that message again of don't be sad. That moon there behind this guy in the Eight of Cups looks kind of sad to me. But yeah, head towards your fulfillment. You know, daydream about what you want. Go after what you want. You know, head towards it. The universe will kind of make smooth sailing for you. It's only you that is kind of tying yourself up in knots, and your thoughts. These birds are thoughts. You know, it's you that's tying yourself up in knots and going to stop you from getting where you want to go. The universe is quite prepared once you sort these thoughts out, untangle your thoughts with these lines, then you know, it'll be downhill, coasting, easy sailing type thing. But I know it's easier said than done. You know, your sort of thought hygiene. But I think that's your message, is that's where you should put your focus, what you need to work on. Okay, and why is the Seven of Pentacles here? Pile 4. Why is the Seven of Pentacles here for pile 4? Woo! Okay, so we have the Hangman. New perspectives. The Magician can transform it, and that'll bring you to your Nine of Pentacles. So the Seven of Pentacles, be patient with yourself. You know, you've got to plant the right seeds to get the right things to grow. So it's all about perspective. It's all about keeping it bright, keeping your head as bright as you possibly can. You don't have to be perfect, obviously, but just being aware is a really good start. Being aware of negativity, of kind of limiting beliefs, is a really good place to start. And that's how you can start to sort of transform your life, your internal world, into somewhere that is a lot more abundant, and where you're going to be kind of happy, independent. You know, you're looking after yourself, get everything that you need, a lot more gratitude. So yeah, definitely seems to be a message about to get justice, to try and get a bit more control of your thoughts, or your thoughts, you know, if you don't try not to let them go down too negative a road. I mean, not everyone, you know, no one's perfect, no one can be happy all the time and things don't go smoothly all the time, but when things do go badly, kind of, you know, take it as an opportunity to learn and don't dwell on the negative side of situations if you can help yourself, which I think looks like you're going to be able to, because the universe is going to help smooth you forward, I think. Okay, let's just pull 3 cards and a crossing card for final message. Pile 4. Pile 4, final message. What else? Anything else they need to hear? Anything else useful for them? Oopsie. Okay, so we have the Wheel of Fortune, the Knight of Cups, the Seven of Swords, and the Two of Pentacles. So yeah, I think to move the wheel forward in your favour, you have got to open up your kind of heart, be gentle with yourself, but have more confidence, less self-doubt, you know. This is so cute. And definitely try not to doubt yourself too much, because, you know, open up your heart chakra and trust the universe, or trust, you know, your upstairs people, or Allah, or God, or your future self, your higher self, whoever it is, spirit guides, whoever it is that you would look towards with the High Priestess there. Trust them, because they will help you with all of the decisions, and there will be less juggling, you know, less juggling of negativity in the future. It'll be a nicer, more balanced place to be. So yeah, put trust in them, because they are here to help, but you have to have a little bit of faith, maybe. Good. Okay, pile 4, I hope that was helpful. Good luck with positivity. Not always easy, but yeah, many years of practice ahead of us all, I think. So, you know, that's all you can do, is do your best and try and have a bit of self-belief, and a bit of belief in the universe always puts you in the right place, right time, and gives you signs. All right, I hope you enjoyed that. If you did, please drop me a comment, like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you next time.